What is going on, folks? We are back here with another video, and today we are talking about our product packaging, more specifically the plastic sleeves that are used in a lot of packages nowadays. So you can see that we have this beautiful little plastic sleeve that we can keep our products in, and this is exactly how the Formbox was sent to me. So this beautiful product packaging can go ahead and you can take this, and a lot of the times it will sit really nicely in stuff like, our cardboard boxes, and it provides a really great aesthetic, right? Everybody first buys with their eyes. So when you go to a grocery store and you see something that looks very visually appealing, you're much more likely to purchase it. Consumers are much more likely to buy it. So what we're going to be doing in this video is we're going to be taking our 3D prints that we used in order to create our original chocolate molds, and instead we're going to be using these clear casting sheets in order to create our clear product packaging. So the first thing you want to do is grab one of these casting sheets, right? You'll notice that they're clear, and the other thing that I would do is set your temperature and set your time. So on the actual vacuum former, you're going to want the temperature set at about 5, and you're going to want a heat time set at about a minute to a minute and 20 seconds. So you see I have everything set correctly, and it is currently heating up with my blinking yellow light. The next step here is I already have it up, but I'm going to go ahead and unclip this base and raise it up and make sure you're locking it into place, right? Locking it into place so that we can take our plastic sheet and place it nicely in there. Now you will notice that there is a plastic film on this sheet, so you're going to want to make sure that you remove this plastic film and then dispose of it in the trash can. What we're going to be doing here is taking our plastic film and very carefully placing it in between the rubber gaskets that we can see. So we have rubber gasket on the top and rubber gasket on the bottom. You want that print to fit nicely in between there, and then once that happens, we can go ahead and loosen this top piece and clip it in, and clip it in. Now, once our heater reaches full temperature and we're sitting at this solid green light, we can go ahead and take our entire base and lift it up. Now, you will only have a minute and a half from this point forward, so you're going to have to move quick. The very first thing you're going to do is select your timer start. It's going to start the timer. It starts that blinking sound. Once it gets closer to being done, that blinking sound will almost be one solid noise. During this time, you're going to take your 3D prints. Make sure you have all 4 of your 3D prints for your 4 group members, and you are going to carefully place them in between. Carefully place them in between. Carefully place them in between, and then of course one last one here. We want to keep them as close as possible, but also leave enough room for the plastic to fall around each one of them. So make sure you're keeping them nice and snug. We do not want it all spread out. We want to make sure it's going to fit inside of our packaging. Once you have everything set up, we are simply going to wait for our plastic to fully heat up, and then we'll be back for the rest of the video. So I'll pause it real quick. Our timer has just ran out, and you can see how far my material has fallen down. So I'm going to go ahead and take both sides here, and then in one solid motion push down. 3, 2, 1. Eventually that vacuum will shut off, and that's how you know that you are fully completed with your product packaging. Now you will see that mine did mess up a little bit because I had a little bit of time pushing this down while I was holding the camera. So now I can go ahead and turn my temperature off, turn my timer off, and lift up my base. When I have it hooked into place, I can now carefully, of course, remove my plastic, if I can get it. And you are left with your completed plastic frame. So I'll go ahead and take another video on how to prepare this for our packaging. All right? See ya on the next one.